Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to today's session. My name is Leah, and I shall be a trainer for today. I shall be able to take you how we shall be able to use data and insights so that we are able to make our business grow. With me is my able moderator. His name is Joseph Aluku. He shall be interacting with us in the comment section. So feel free to ask him as many questions as you possibly could so that we can be able to make the most out of our session today. So as we wait for more and more people to join us today, I would just want you to maybe introduce yourself, your business. I would also want you to share some of the analytic tools that maybe you have interacted with in the past. You can also share some of the means that you have used to gather some content, some information about who exactly your audience is and what exactly they are looking for. So if it's okay with you, please interact with myself and my able moderator in the comment section, and you can share just something brief about your experience with some of the analytical tools that you have used in the past. Maybe you have used Google Analytics, maybe you have used Facebook Insights, maybe you've used Instagram Insights. We have different tools that we can use to measure their success and how our pages, our social media pages, our website, how GMB is performing for us. Maybe you've interacted with GMB. You see, they usually provide us with some of the insights that we need for our business. So if you can actually share some of the tools that you have used in the past, and maybe you can also share some of the information that you have gotten about your business that you actually did not know was great for your business. I like sharing this example. You see, in the Arabian countries, it's a predominantly male dominated region, and you'd find that it's the male people who are usually driving. Up until, I don't know if it was last year or the last year but one, women were not allowed to drive. And so when the manufacturers of cars were creating marketing campaigns to sell their cars, they were targeting the men because they thought that they were the decision makers. But in fact, when they did their research and when they got a better understanding of their insights, they found out that it was actually these women that, in as much as they were not driving, they were actually the decision makers who are deciding, okay, this is the car that you're going to get. So they had to change their marketing strategy to see how they'll be able to reach more of the female audience so that they can be able to make more sales. So that was just a brief example that I wanted us to share. I wanted to share with you as we begin with our session for today on using data insights to help us to grow our businesses. So, as we begin, I just want to mention the agenda of the day, what you should be able to know and understand by the time this session is coming to an end. So, I want you to be able to, should be able to identify and ask the right questions. What questions are you supposed to ask so that you can get the right feedback from the clients? You should be able to identify the best tools to use to make the most out of these analytical insights. And then you should be able to understand once you have gotten this information, now what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What's the next step? Now I've gotten the data and everything that I need. So what next am I supposed to do? So as I mentioned, by the end of this session, you should have an understanding of the right questions to ask when you're using data, when you're analyzing data, and you should also have the knowledge of the best tools that you're going to use and the ways that you can analyze them and understand this data. Before we continue, I'd also want to mention and remind us about the mentorship program that we have for Google, where Google is providing us with one-on-one mentorship. So if you are a business owner and you're looking to get on one, you'd get a mentor who's going to get you a more personalized approach when it comes to some of the problems and the issues that you have been facing in regards to digital marketing. I would advise us all to sign up for the mentorship program if you are yet to, and my able moderator will be sharing with you a link of this so that you can be able to sign up. So I just want to bring the question back to you because I want this session to be as interactive as possible so that you can be able to make the most out of it. So I want you to answer this question in the comment section. So what word would you use to describe your customer? So I don't know if your customer, would you describe your customer as classy? Maybe would you describe your customer as being down to earth? What, who is your ideal customer? And I just want to bring it back to you and engage my moderator in the comment section to really, so that I can get a clear understanding of who you would describe your ideal customer to be. And as I continue, I will take a break and just to see some of the comments that have been left as we continue on with our session for today. So you need to understand the right questions to ask. After you have been able to share your comments and the description of who you think your customers, maybe a brief description, and you have shared with me with the comment section, I shall be able to pick a few and then we shall be able to really understand your thought process when it comes to describing who your customer is. So there is a process for analytics. The first thing you need to know is what is your objective? What do you want to what kind of information are you looking for? What is the end goal of you starting to analyze this data? What do you want to use this data for? So exactly, what exactly is your objective? You also need to know what questions you need to address. Where exactly are you going to get this information for? And after you have gotten this information, what steps are you going to take them? How are you going to be able to make the best out of the data and insights that you've gotten about your audience, about your clients? Maybe as I put an example, maybe you thought that your marketing efforts should have been geared to targeting the male audience. I also want to give another example. Maybe you sell what do men people like? Maybe you sell belts, maybe you sell socks. So male socks, male belts, maybe male wallets. I did find that most of the time we find that girlfriends, wives, they're usually the ones who usually like to get this these gifts for their husbands, these gifts for their boyfriend. So when you're targeting your audience, you also need to keep in mind that you don't only want to target the male audience, because there's this female audience who is also going to be purchasing these products and services for their boyfriends, for their husbands, for their brothers, for whoever, maybe their uncles, their fathers. So these are things that these are the kind of insights that you should be able to get and learn how to make the most of it. So step one, what exactly is your objective? Maybe you are in the awareness stage and you want to tell more people about your business. Maybe people know about your business, but they are not purchasing the products that you are selling. So you want to have an objective where you can be able to turn this audience that already knows a thing or two about your business, about the services and the product that you are offering. Now you want to be able to increase the sales. Maybe your goal is you want to identify more valuable customers. Maybe you want to find out new ways of engaging with previous customers. You find that there's a person who used to buy from you every single month and then now they have disappeared and you're wondering how will I be able to engage them and rope them back in so that you're able to really target this audience. So the next process after you've understood your objective is what questions do you need to address. Now after you have identified sorry now you've already identified the objective, so what questions do you need to address? And for this you can make the most out of the acronym, that's the RIN, so that you're able to ask these questions. So you can use the RIN structure to ask questions such as the reach, who is my target audience and how will I reach them online? How are you going to engage with them? What kind of posts do they really engage with? What kind of posts get most likes? What kind of posts gets most comment? Which kind of posts are being reshared most? And you also see how are they active? Are they active? Are they taking the call to action that you have put there? Are they calling you? Are they making a booking? Have they signed up for a newsletter? And then have you been able to nurture them so that they are able to come back and become loyal customers and also become advocates of your business? Once you've been able to understand the objective, the questions that you need to address, so where exactly are you going to get this information from? So what tools are you going to use to get this data from? And this is one of the questions that I had thrown back to you to just let me know some of the apps, some of the analytics tools that you have engaged with in the past that have been of beneficial to you, that you've been able to get information from. So please engage with myself and my moderator. And I can see we have a few people from who have joined us. Mary Mbugwa, karibu sana. I see you're looking forward to this session. Um, your customer is inquisitive. That's great, Mary. Thank you for sharing that. So maybe you can also share where you got this information from. Maybe did you get it from the questions that you were getting from maybe a one-on-one basis, or were these the kind of inboxes that you are getting them from? I can see iRehab is here. Your customers are down to earth. Ah, that's great. That's great to hear. Again, I'd also want us to share the basis of where we're getting this analysis from. So what I usually say is you do not want to assume. You want to have the facts so that anytime you are creating a marketing strategy, you are making the most out of it. So kindly continue to engage with myself and my moderator in the comment section as we proceed with this session. So gaining the right information. You should be able to get this information from social channels. When you are interacting with people on social media, you get to see the kind of questions that they are asking. You should be able to see which posts are getting the most likes, which kind of posts are getting the most engagement. When I put up such and such a post, that's when my inbox usually blows up. So you should be able to gain such information from social media. You should be able to get such information from organic search. You're able to identify what customers are looking for, align with their business, their needs. And I shall be able to share with you some of these tools that you can use to also see what is trending and what are people talking about. You can target different locations. If you have a website, you're also able to identify the pages that have the most views. You should also be able to understand which pages, when somebody goes on this page, you'd find that that is when they live. And you can see this from the exit rate and the bounce rate. You can also see that maybe when somebody goes to my website, they click on the next page, but when they get to the payment option, that is when they have exit without making a purchase. So you can see that one thing, maybe you need to go back and refine your website such that the exit where the people are making a payment, maybe you should refine it and make it more easy so that people are not struggling so much to make a payment such that they give up halfway when they were really, this is a customer that who wanted to buy your product and services. So you don't want to lose such. And all this information is gotten from your analytics, as I'm going to show you. And also from page search, you can know how can you market your products to customers and know exactly what they are looking for, and to know exactly which kind of audience that you want to target. As I mentioned from the two examples that are given, for those who are selling cars and they thought that their audience was just the male. So you see, when they were putting up an advertisement, their ad targeting would have been, I just want to target male who are this and this year old, when in fact I should have been targeting female also, because they were in fact the decision makers. And if the decision makers are not able to see your ad, then again you are losing out on a great audience. So after you have been able to identify your objective, the right questions to ask. Now you know where exactly you are getting this information from. You also need to know what exactly are you going to do, you what exactly you're going to use this information, and how this information affects your business. So one of the ways you can use this information that you have gotten is to just learn about market trends, and you want to identify what exactly is trending. What are people looking for when it comes to maybe irrigation? What exactly are people saying maybe when you have fashion and if you're in the fashion industry? So at this point, I would just want to first come back to the comment section and see if there's any question that needs my attention. Um, Information from interaction with others on their call. Thank you, Mary, for sharing that. So I just wanted to stop sharing my screen and share with you a site that you can use to really see what is trending in the market. So allow me to, yes, let me share this. So this site is known as Google Trends. So Google Trends is a great platform to know what exactly people are asking maybe in Kenya about, maybe you're in the field of agriculture, what exactly are they asking for? What exactly do they want to know? Maybe you are in travel, what exactly do they want to know about travel? So how you use this particular platform, you have different places, the home, the dashboard, we have the dashboard here. And so when you go to the home page, you should be able to enter a search term or a topic so that you're able to explore what people are searching for. For our purposes today, I have chosen Kenya. Here you can choose different locations, but I would just want to see what are people trending about, what people are talking about in our particular country. Maybe I want to know about Christmas destinations. Christmas destinations. Let's see what people are saying about this. That's not a great search. That's not an example. Let me go back and see what people are searching about travel destinations. I don't know why the examples I'm giving don't have much search query, but not to worry. I can do another search term. Maybe I can search about irrigation. Okay, so this is not a great example, but for our purposes, maybe you want to know what people in Kenya are asking about irrigation. So when you type the irrigation, you'd see that people mostly in Nairobi are the ones who are asking, and then maybe they want to know about the drip irrigation system. You can see there's some related topics where it comes to Ahero, the natural environment, Turkana County, climate, drainage. So if you are an SME, you are business in the irrigation, maybe you do farming, maybe you do agriculture, and you're looking for the kind of content to create. So this is exactly what people are asking. This is exactly what people wanted to know. They want to know about the drip irrigation system. So when you're coming up with the kind of content to post, maybe on your blog, the kind of content to post on your social media platform, so you write content in relation to the drip irrigation system. So when people search about this and your website appears, because you have included the right keywords, this creates more and more awareness about your business. So this is a tool that you can use to learn about some of the trends that are in the market in your particular area. And once you have gotten this information, use it to create the kind of content to answer some of these questions. So people wanted to know maybe what is the drip irrigation system? How can I maybe start on this? So anything related to the drip irrigation system would be a great thing to post on if you are maybe in the irrigation sector. I had chosen this because I have seen that we have I rehab KE here for basic farmers. So I don't know if you are in irrigation and you want to write something about, you want to look for content, that is a great example where you can use. And my able colleague is going to share with you, that's the Google Trends, the link, so that you can be able to use it and figure out some of the questions that people are asking you from. I can see Aaron is joining us from Kericho. Glad to join you from Kericho, Katli. Karibu sana, Aaron. You have just found us as we were beginning, and I was just explaining to you some of the tools and some of the questions that people might be asking when they are looking for your business. And so we want you to be able to know where you'll be able to get some of these questions that people might be asking without assuming. So you're also able to know who exactly your clientele is. So allow me to go back to my presentation. If you have a question, again, kindly feel free to interact with myself and my moderator, and we shall be able to address most, if not all, of your concerns. So as we go back to our presentation for today, the example I had given was, that's the Google Trends, and it's a great tool that we can use to really know some of the market trends and get insights from there. Once you get your insight, you're also able to understand your user experience, understand your customer path to purchase, and make changes accordingly, according to the example I'd given. Maybe you find out that in your website, when somebody goes to the home page, they decide to go to the About Us page, they have moved on to the shop page, and now after they have made a purchase, they have added to cart. Now when it comes to the payment, the payment point, that is when they exit without making a purchase. So this one just tells you that maybe your website is not too user friendly, such that it's so difficult to make a purchase that now they decide to exit, and thus you have lost a customer. So these are just some of the insights that you get once you're able to use these analytical tools. You're also able to identify which type of content people engage with most. If you post more of an awareness post, is this when you get most of your likes? If you post maybe something to do with um uh, a public holiday, is this when I'm getting most engagement? When you post, when you tell a story that you're able to really reach the heart of people, is it when I get most interaction? Do people like photos? Do they like videos more? What kind of videos are they getting more? And I always remind people that for now, video is king, and more and more people are interacting more with video content, and they have higher conversions compared to text, compared to images. So if video content is not part of your strategy, I will always advise you to jump on the bandwagon so that you are not left behind. So once you get this insight, you're able to adapt your overall strategy and get how we're going to perform better. At this point, I just want to pause and see if we have any questions that need my attention. But I can see that my able moderator is engaging with you. So continue to interacting with him as much as you can by asking all the questions, anything that has been bringing you headaches of late, and we shall be able to address them. So, identifying the best tools to use. We have very many tools in the market right now, and different people are coming up with different ways of getting insights and gathering this information. So, which tool are you going to go? Which analytical tool are you going to interact with? I had asked you to share some of the analytical tools that you have currently used. And again, I pose this back to you as I sip my water here. Kindly share some of the tools that you have interacted with. Maybe you have used Facebook Business Suites. Maybe you have a website and you've been using analytics. So, as I said, my WhatsApp, please feel free to join me. And if you've not used any analytics tool, maybe just share. I'll also be able to understand that, we are really starting from the beginning, and put my presentation to be tailored more that way. Maybe you have a GMB profile and you have used the insights from the profile to get a better understanding of who exactly your client is. So feel free to interact with myself and my moderator by sharing some of the tools that you have used in the past. As you do that, I shall be continuing with our presentation for today. So we have different tools that people usually use. You can use online platforms, offer great features and information about your customers. And Twitter has analytics, Facebook has analytics, and then you also have Hootsuite. So Hootsuite is a social media management platform. You are able to put in this the page, your business pages. You're able to schedule posts for later, get some insights about when is best to post, what time do people interact with you. So this is one of the tools that you can use. You can also use the organic search through the GMB, where you're able to get these insights. You can use website analytics. You can also use page search on Google. So at this point, I just want us to start with the Facebook Business Suite. I am not sure if any of us have been able to interact with this platform. If you have, kindly again, feel free to interact with myself and my moderator by sharing what was your feel when you're able to use the Facebook Business Suite. Were you able to make the most out of it? Were there things that you are interacting with and you did not understand what exactly they were talking about? So, if you have a Facebook Business Suite, this is what is going to this is where what is it's going to show. If you have not registered, all you need to go is to business.facebook.com. It will ask you to create an account to sign in, and then you shall be able to now link the pages that you have. So from here, you're also able to post. You're also able to interact with people who are in your inboxes. You're able to use it as a planner to schedule posts for later. Maybe you want to maybe take the burden off yourself and you just want to schedule all the posts for the week so that they are automatically posted without you being there. So you can come to this new planner and schedule a post for Thursday. You can schedule it for later. So this is a tool that can be of great benefit to your business. So you can decide on Mondays, I want to schedule all the posts that I want to create. You see, you can also share when you want to post it, at what time that you want to post it. So in case you have not interacted with the Facebook Business Planner, this is a great platform. And the best thing is you can also connect it to your Instagram page. So whatever you're posting on Facebook also appears on your Instagram page. So by the end of by Monday, you've already scheduled all your posts for the week, and all you need to be watching out for is replying to the comments and just to see and engaging with what your customers are saying. So for our purposes for today, we're going to go to the insights. And these insights give you an overview of how the people are engaging with you, the kind of content that you have posted. So we can see for our example today, we've been able to have a reach of 305, which is up by 110%. So at least you can see that you're able to reach and more people. And you will see that when the line is this down, that means that you have not made a post. So the more that you make a post, the higher your reach is going to be. From this side, from this tool, you're also able to see how people are interacting with your content. So for our case here, we can see that this particular post had a reach of 273, and it was posted on October 16th, which was the customer service week. And then we can see that these other posts are not performing too well in comparison to this. So I'd come here and I'd see what exactly are people interacting more with. What am I doing right on this particular post, and where am I going wrong in this particular post, such that I'm able to increase my reach from this 22 to this 273. So when you click on this particular post, I'm not able to click on it, but it was a post because I know I'm the one who made the post. So I know it was a post about just being able to reach more customer service online and getting more people. And you'd see that this particular post, it was generated by the phone, and it was, I didn't get maybe my graphics guy to come and develop this post for me. So I'd also get the information that people interact more with my page when I create maybe real life events. So they're able to see how our offices look like. They're able to see what exactly we are doing. So this one, I'd keep in mind that if this is the kind of post that they have really interacted with and I have a great reach, so I can decide that at least once a week, twice a week, I'll create more posts that are able to really interact, able to really resonate with my audience, because I can see that they want to see who exactly I am, what exactly I do. And then you can see these are the some of the insight that you get from such posts, and you're able to now keep this in mind when you want to create your content. We can also see, for the audience, your page needs to have at least 100 likes. So this is just a new page, so we do not have 100 likes, so we are not able to get much insights from our Facebook page about the age, about the gender. So but still, you should be able to get this information so that you can see it's male men who are aged between 10 and maybe 20 and 40 years who are interacting most with my page. So how you're going to use this data is the next time that you want to set up and run an ad, you're going to use this insight that you've gotten from your audience in the advertising campaign. So you target more of the people who interact with your pages. These are the kind of audience that you should be able to interact with. So from here, we can just have an overview of the results that we have gotten. We can see the kind of content and see how it's interacting, how many likes are we getting, how many shares are we getting, what is our reach. These are the kind of, in this kind of content, this is what you are getting. And finally, we are also able to know more about our gender, know about the gender, know about the age. You're able to know which top cities are really interacting with their business, which top countries are really interacting with you. So I hope that I have been able to clearly share how we should be able to use data insights from there. Um, I just want to see what people are saying in the comment section. Aaron is saying, hope I'm a bit behind in the schedule, but Leah will guide me to catch up with the rest. This is a great interaction indeed as far as business is concerned. Thank you so much for sharing that, Aaron. Yes, for sure. If you miss anything and you still need one-on-one coaching, I shall be able to assist you. Karibu sana, Caroline. I can see you have joined us. Aaron is asking, do I have to open a business account with Facebook in order to interact with your customers? So for you to interact with your customers, you need to have a Facebook business page. So the account will be opened by you. The account is you as a person. Now, if maybe your Facebook name is Aaron Musuri, that is your Facebook account. From that Facebook account, now you need to open a Facebook business page. Once you've been opened this Facebook business page, you should be able to interact with your customers. For the Facebook business suite, this is just a great tool that you should be able to get a better understanding of who your audience is. You want to easily schedule your post for later. Maybe you want to run advertisements. So these are just some of whatever you're going to get when you now link your Facebook business page with your Facebook business account. So I am hoping that I've been able to answer your question. If not, please let me know. And if my able moderator does not address it, I shall be able to address it as well. So maybe I can finish by saying, no, you do not need to open a Facebook business, this Facebook business suite that I've just shown you. You don't really need it, but it is an added advantage for you as a business owner so that you're able to get these insights. I'd want to now stop sharing my screen and go back to my presentation for today if we do not have any questions. So as we proceed with our presentation for today, these are just some of the tools that we can use. As I've mentioned, we can use Hootsuite, and it's also a great tool that you can use to get analytics to schedule posts for later. So Hootsuite is more like the Facebook business account that I'd shown you, but with this you are also able to add pages like LinkedIn. You're also able to add Twitter. For the Facebook business suite, you can only interact with Instagram and your Facebook page. We also have Google Analytics. We have the Google My Business, and these are all sites that you are able to get insights from. So again, I would just want to go back and present. I want to please go to the analytics tool so that we can get a better understanding of how our website is performing and the kind of information that we can get from the website and how we should be able to make the most out of it. So if you can see my screen, so this is the analytics, the dashboard. No, so web analytics first, your analytics should be linked to your website. If it is not linked, your web developer should be able to assist you on that. So in that case, we should be able to ensure that your web analytics is linked to your website so that you're able to get a better understanding of who exactly is coming to your website. You will also be able to know where exactly they are. What is the source of the traffic? Maybe are they coming from an advertisement that you put out? Are they coming from the social media links that you have linked and you have added to your post? You should be able to get such kind of information. So from the analytics, you're able to see the real-time events. So if there was somebody who was actually on my website right now, you would see that this one would be one. You would also be the sessions. The sessions are usually the amount of interactions that a user takes from the minute they enter your page to the minute that they leave. So that is the session. The bounce rate is when a user goes into your website and then immediately leaves your website without maybe going to another page or performing a particular action. Maybe they did not get exactly what they're looking for. So that is your bounce rate. And you also have the session duration. So like how long are they spending from the minute they come to your website until they leave? Are they there for a minute? Are they there for 50 seconds? How long exactly? What is the duration of their session? You are also able to get an overview of who exactly your audience is. Are they male? Are they female? How old are they? Are you targeting are people who are 40 years old who are mostly interacting with your website? Are people who are 30-year-olds? These are the kind of information that you're able to get from the analytics. You also get to learn more about their behavior. There are some of the interests that they have. You'd see maybe are they interested in travel? Are they interested in maybe agriculture? Do they have interest in football? So all this kind of information you should be able to generate from the analytics tool. I don't know why an error has occurred, but that's okay. We still have from this area, we can still see the kind of information that we are getting from. So you can also see the kind of location where they're mostly at. And this is great, especially maybe if you are thinking about, if you have a physical shop and maybe you just have one physical shop and you want to open up a second location. If you know this and this area is exactly where I have more people. Maybe you'd find that you are located in Nairobi, but you're getting so many people from Nakuru, so many inquiries from Nakuru. So this would assist you in such that maybe the next time you're thinking about opening up a physical shop, a second physical shop, now Nakuru will be back of your mind because you can see that you're getting more and more inquiries from Nakuru. You also see maybe the kind of mobile they are using. Maybe are they using the Android phone? Maybe are they using the iOS? So when you want to create a mobile application for your business, you'd understand that maybe the people who are interacting with me mostly use iOS or Android. So the first app I should make should be iOS based, or it should be Android based. This is the acquisition. Where exactly are you getting this traffic from? So maybe you have a Twitter page, you have a social Instagram page, you have a Facebook page, and you find that actually I'm getting more and more traffic from my Twitter page in comparison to my Facebook page. So that means the next time I want to run an ad on my social platforms, I think about Twitter, because I'm getting more and more traffic from this. You can see the Google ads, the one I'm running, they are the ones that are bringing in more traffic. So these are just different areas that we're able to show you some of the traffic that you are getting in from people. And then you can also see that you can learn about the behavior. You can also learn about the conversion. Are people taking an action? Are they signing up? Are they making calls? So all this kind of information you should be able to get from your analytics page. And once you have gotten it, what kind of decision are you going to make next? Is my Facebook page bringing in more traffic, yet I've been neglecting it and putting more focus on my Instagram page? That should now make you go back to the drawing board and learn that, okay, now let me put more effort in this so that I can be able to make most of this traffic that I'm getting. I just want to go back to the comment section and to see if there's any question, concern that needs my concern. Aaron is asking how he will go about opening the Facebook Business Suite account. So my able moderator will be sharing with you a link, because when you go to facebook.business.com, that's facebookbusinesssuite.com, you should be able to click on that link, and it shall be able to ask you if you are signing on in or creating a new account. I'm not sure if my moderator has been able to share the link with you. If not, I shall be able to share it with you. So you should be able to sign into the Facebook Business Suite, and you should be able to use it. If you are having difficulty, I shall be able to give you a call after this session and ensure that you are all set up. So if you do not have any other questions, I would want us to continue on with our session. I hope I have not left anyone behind and we are all on the same page. So allow me to go back to my presentation for today. So I've been able to already show you some of the tools that we can use to learn more and more about our businesses. I have shown you some of the tools, including the Google Trends, which you can use to get a better understanding of what is trending in the industry that you are in. I've also been able to share with you how you can use the Facebook Business Suite to get a better understanding of your audience and the kind of posts that people are interacting with, and the analytics to show you how your website is performing and what exactly where people are coming from, which are the most active pages on your website and such. And I'd also want to add, maybe if you have a particular site on your website where people are mostly interacting with, you would also include it as a landing page when you are running an advertisement, so that if people are already really interacting with that particular page of your website, you want to direct more and more people there because there's something that you're actually doing right in that particular page. So as I shared, the Facebook page insights, where you're able to get information about the activity, the reach that you are getting, the kind of engagement that you are getting, the page views that you are getting, and all this can be gotten from the Facebook Insights. I've also been able to share with you the search Google console, where you're able to get a better understanding of exactly who your audience is, where exactly are they coming from, what are their likes and their interests, where are they located. We also have Google My Business, and I'll just briefly share this as well because we had gone through this before. So for the sake of anybody who had missed this and out, I'd want to share with you the Facebook business suite so that you're able to understand where exactly these insights are being gotten from. So allow me to share my screen one last time so that we can go through the Facebook business suite for anybody who might not have a better understanding of this. Again, I just want to use this particular business, is that's okay, as it was already on my dashboard. So we have this site, and on your far left, we have the dashboard here, and we can see different areas. You can see the home, the post, the info, and the insights. So again, insights is uh, insights is what tells you who exactly your customer is and where exactly you have gotten them from. For GMB, it can also be able to tell you maybe when you have a shop in Westlands and somebody in maybe in town is requesting for directions to your shop in Westlands, you'll be able to see where exactly are usually people located when they are requesting for directions to my site. And this will also again give you insights. Maybe you'd find that there's so many people who are requesting for directions to your site and they're located maybe in Rongai. So this one would give you an understanding that, I have a great audience in Rongai, and maybe I should think about maybe opening up a physical shop from there on. So these are just some of the ways that you can use and make the most out of your insights. So we can see that we have direct searches and we have discovery. So we'd find that for this case, we have the green one is people who find your business profile searching for your business name or address. But we also have people who search for the businesses that are in the same category or who are offering the same products or services that you are offering, which is always why when we usually ask you to set up a GMB profile, you need to have the category right, the product, the services that you're selling right, so that you're also able to make the most out of people who are not particularly searching about your business, but are also searching about a product, a service or a category that is related to you. So you can also see where customers view your business on Google. You're able to see what action they were able to take. Were they able to go to your website? Did they request for direction? Did they call you? Did they message you? So you're able to see the direction request as I mentioned. This is where you're going to see where exactly were they when they were requesting for directions to your business, your photo views, how are they performing? Are people interacting with the kind of photos that you are posting? And you should be able to see which kind of photos, which kind of posts do they interact most with, and thus create better photos that people are going to engage with more. So I have just done a run do of that, as we had already gone through this before. So if you want to get a better understanding of who exactly your audience is, where are they coming from for your Google My Business, you just go to your dashboard and you'd find just beneath the home post and info, you'll be able to get the insights. I hope that we are still together. Aaron is asking me to repeat slowly the process of analytics, please. Um, uh, sorry if I'm going too fast. So please let me know where exactly you want me to repeat, because I've gone through different analytics. I've gone through the Facebook analytics. I've gone through the Google analytics. I've also now gone through the GMB analytics. But not to worry, Aaron. We can also schedule a one-on-one session with you such that I'm able to take you through anything that I may have gone too fast on. But if it's anything that I can repeat slowly, please let me know which particular area you would want me to go through again. So allow me to stop sharing my screen and go back to the presentation we had today. So I've already shared with you the analytics that we have gone through from Google My Business, and I'm sorry if I've gone too fast, because we had already gone through this before. But if you still need assistance on this, I am more than willing and ready to assist you in this. So Aaron, please let me know which particular area you want me to touch on again, and I shall be able to touch on it. And if I'm not able to, I shall be able to help you with this afterwards. So do we have any other question? Kindly, if you have any question, if I'm going too fast, as I've been told, I can really take you at a better speed so that we can really make the most out of our session today. So I want to go back to our presentation for today, and this is just where I was showing you how and where we can get the insights from Google My Business. I've also been able to share with you Google Trends, and I just want to explain further that so Google Trends usually feature some of the trends that are popular on Google. So you can also see whether a trend is on the rise, so whether a trend is on the decline. From Google Trends, you're also able to find the demographic insights. You want to see related topics to whatever you have been searching about. Maybe you want to see related queries to help you get a better understanding on some of the Google Trends. And it also provides access to largely unfiltered sample of actual search results made in Google. So it's unfiltered. Anything that somebody would be asking on, no matter maybe how, I don't know, crude it would be, it's usually unfiltered, and you'd really get a better understanding of what do people really want to know about the industry that you are in, some of the products, some of the services that you are offering. And as I mentioned, you gather this information and you use it to create content that should be able to answer some of these questions that they have. Allow me to sip my water a little. Sorry about that. So with Google Trends, you don't only maybe use it to gather information, you can also use it further, and you can also put a particular interest in a topic from around the globe and just follow what people are saying. And it also shows data from the previous years. So for people who had not maybe joined us for a session, by the time I was going through Google Trends, I just want to stop sharing my screen and go back to the Google Trends and show you more so how we can be able to make the most out of it. So allow me to share the Google Trends screen with just one more time. So if you are able to see this, I had put the search term irrigation, and we can see that it will, after you put the search term irrigation, you can see that the places where people are asking about the irrigation topic. Let me just start from the beginning. We have our homepage here. So you start with an example. When you land into Google Trends, this is what you get in the homepage, and here is where you include the location that you want to search, and we have the dashboard here where you should be able to maybe see which the account that you're logging in if you want to easily go to this other site. So these are just some of the tools that you get here. So I have put Kenya and I want to search for a particular topic. Let me go to the comment section and just see which businesses are here. I want to use a category of a business that maybe somebody can ask. You can put a comment in the section to see maybe what do you think people are asking in which particular sector. Maybe you want to see what people are asking about phones, what people are asking about fashion. Maybe just put a comment in the comment section and I shall pick an example. So what exactly do you want to find what people are asking about a particular topic? So share a particular topic that you want to know, maybe a category, and we shall be able to do it practically to see what people are searching about. And from this Google Trends, without only searching for the term, We can also see what exactly is people are trending, what people are asking for in Kenya. You can see Diwali is at the top with 2K searches again. So if Diwali is people, more and more people are asking about Diwali. This is just to prompt you to know you also should create content about Diwali. It will bring in more and more traffic to your website, more and more traffic to your social media platform, to your GMB platform. So this is how you should be able to use these analytics that you're getting. Some of these will not apply to everyone, because maybe if you are selling shoes, it will be difficult for you to now relate it to Liverpool versus this. We can see that schools midterm break 2021. So again, if you are selling shoes, kids shoes, you'd also need to include some of these keywords. So if you are selling kids shoes, if I were you, I'd be like, so school, while your children are on a midterm break, you should take this time to shop for this and this, because these are the keywords that people are using. So when you also use these keywords in the content that you are creating, your post should be able to get attraction. We can see people are asking about Manchester United, about President Uhuru Kenyatta. So these are just some of the trends that are trending right now, and they are an eye opener about what people are asking about. We can also see what was trending in the past and just see, is it increasing, is it decreasing? So we can see that whatever was trending in 2020, that was last year, we can see Papa Shirandula, we can see people who are really talking about Kobe Bryant. And I must say that I do not watch football, but I'm a great basketball fan. So I was among these people who are really getting to what really make asking questions about Kobe Bryant. So these are just some of the things that were trending in the last year. People wanted to know how to fix a T-pad online, how to create a website, how to connect a T. So it puts you in the mind of the audience and what exactly the kind of information that you are looking for. And so you need to create content that is related to your business that answers some of these questions that people are asking about. So I'm not sure if somebody has shared a particular topic. If not, I just use one that I have used before. So I previously I had used irrigation. So I just want to share with you that again. Irrigation. So as I'd shared before, so if you want to create content about irrigation, if you want to find out what people are talking about irrigation, you can see these are some of the questions that they're asking. I've not put the region as Kenya, so I'm getting people from Zimbabwe and Ethiopia. So let me just go back to the homepage and put our location as Kenya so that you're able to understand what people are asking about Kenya and not these other countries that you might not be of benefit with. So as I'd shared, you can see for irrigation, we only had one related query about the drip irrigation system. And as I had mentioned before, so now you want to create content that answers questions about the drip irrigation system so that you are answering what exactly your people are asking about. So I just wanted to take us back to the Google Analytics, the Google Trends, sorry, so that you'd be able to understand for people who had not gotten that. I can say Kitty is saying it one-to-one, a one-on session where they contact you. That's okay, Kitty. Your moderator, your DMS should be able to share my contacts with you and you can easily be able to reach me. Can we search fashion in Kenya? Sure, why not? Let us just search fashion in Kenya. We see what people are saying. So when you search for fashion, I have already put the location as Kenya. So it will already pick up whatever people are asking about fashion in Kenya. So we can see that the people who are searching about fashion are mostly in Mombasa and Nairobi, and we have more people who want to know more about fashion in Mombasa than in Nairobi. And then we can see fashion and design for ladies. We can see fashion and design. We can also see people want to know about casual wear. Maybe they want to learn about fashion and photography, or fashion company. So these are just some of the questions that people are asking, and those are just some of the rising ones. When you change here, you're able to see which are the rising topics. So the rising topics would be fashion and design for ladies and fashion and design. But if you want to see all the top queries, we can see people want to know about fashion kitenge. So if you're in the fashion industry, more and more people are getting into kitenge fashion. We can see about fashion dresses, fashion nova, and then just fashion and design for ladies. So this is just a glimpse of what people are asking about when it comes to fashion in Kenya. I'm hoping that was a great example. And as I'd mentioned, your DMS should be able to share your contacts with me, my contacts with you, and we can also have a one-on-one session to further go into this analytics about anything that had not been clear before. So I'd want us to just now go back to our session, and I have really gone through most of what I had prepared for today. So right now, just want to have an overview of what we have been talking about. So I've already shared with you how we can be able to make the most out of Google Trends and use it to get data and information. You can see which are some of the rising topics, which are some of the keywords that they can use. You can find the topics in your particular region that people are really asking about. I've also been able to share with you how we can use Google Analytics and get the audiences that we are looking for. Where exactly are they coming from? Their age, their gender. So, if we do not have any further questions, I'd want us to go to the final part of our session today. I can see that we don't have any question that needs my address. We'll go to the next part where we're going to understand and analyze our data. So I've already been able to take you through how you understand what exactly your customer as I've been showing you example. As I had mentioned, from the Google dashboard, you get a better understanding of the geographical location of your audience, which time are they mostly looking and engaging with you. How do you get them to your website? Are you getting them from Facebook? Are you getting them from Twitter? Here we should be able to just being taught how to set up a Google Analytics account, and I don't want to delve too much into this because it is a little bit more of the technical side, and you also need the assistance of your web developer to be able to incorporate this particular code. But if you want to also learn, all you need to go is to googleanalytics.com, choose your account name, your industry, and then you should be able to get a tracking code. And this tracking code is what you embed back on your website. So that is why I was saying that it's more of a technical bit, but your web developer should be able to put this tracking code in your website, and then you should be able to track how your website is performing. So here we have the four main areas of reporting. So on a bare minimum, you should at least be able to know who your audiences are. You should also be able to know how exactly did they find you, and then you should also be able to know what exactly they do on your website, and were they able to complete the action that you wanted them to complete. So on a bare minimum, you should be able to at least understand who your audience is, where the source of traffic, where exactly did they get you from, what exactly did they do when they were on their site, did they complete the particular action that you wanted them to complete. So we have all these different matrices, the what, the numbers, who they are, and they will also show you the numbers. We have 100 and this getting from this. They usually, with Google Analytics, it really works with numbers, and it's a great platform. I've also been able to show you what exactly you're going to do with information. So you've already understood um, which particular site I'm getting more and more reach from, which particular content they are engaging most with. You understand which platforms are they active in, and how you should also be able to know how are you able to nurture them to become active customers and loyal customers. We have also been able to go through Google Trends and to see how we can be able to use it to get some of the questions that our customers might be asking. And you should also be able to promote your business around seasonal trends. For seasonal trends, they allow your business to stay relevant and to stay competitive. If there's a trend about a particular topic in your related business and there's no post that you are making about it, you are not running an advertisement about it, you are not staying relevant and you are not staying competitive. Because with businesses you will also have peaks and you will also have dips, so you need to make the most of when things are picking about a particular product or a particular service that you are offering. You should be able to use this information to know what exactly is trending and how can I relate my business and my service to it. And that is when you need to put up advertisement. You need to put out more and more more and more content about some of that trends. So you can also use Google Trends to find for keywords research, as I had shown you. So exactly, if from example I'd gotten fashion and design, so these are some of the keywords that you need to include in your content, in your blogs, because these are when somebody searches writes fashion and design anywhere, your post will be able to appear. So I've just briefly gone through that as I had already shared with you. I hope I have not left anyone behind. So if we do not have any other question, so I want to once again remind you about the mentorship program that is available from Google. I can see that people wanted one-on-one mentorship, one-on-one session even from me, and you can also take advantage of this platform that Google is providing us with, so that you're able to get one-on-one mentors as well, get to pick different people's brain and see how they can be able to assist you. Maybe they know something that I don't know. So take advantage of this session, pick my brain, sign up for the mentorship program, pick somebody else's brain, and you should be able to make the most out of these platforms that Google is providing us with. Again, we have the resource I'm using today, and you also have so many resources that you can get. And my able moderator will be sharing with you a link. So when you go to learn digital with Google, you should be able to get so many digital skills, so many digital courses that shall be of benefit to you. I'd also want you to follow us on our social media platforms so that we can continue interacting, asking us questions, and really just making most out of the digital space. So at this point, if you do not have any question, I just want to really thank you for engaging with me today. I've really enjoyed taking you through using data and analysis and insights to help your business grow. Thank you so much for the questions that you have been able to ask me and my able moderator. And as I had mentioned, if you still need assistance, you can easily reach out to me. You can easily reach out to your DMS, and we shall be able to take you on a one-on-one slow pace that you shall be able to understand better. So thank you so much for taking your time to join me today. I want to let you go and you can enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.